Hi girls, how are you doing? Welcome to my classroom. You can enter now. Today is Sunday, 14th of March 2021. Today is going to be a recorded class. You can see it throughout the week. And I want you to, at the end, to answer a homework. Okay, so this class will be all about writing. So we are going to learn the basics of writing and also learn how to write a paragraph. Let's start. So in our journey, we are going to learn all about writing. And in this lesson, you are going to see this writing checklist. So this will be your writing checklist. You have to check the following things: a graphic organizer, number of sentences, paragraph, capital letters, word spaces, full stops, grammar, and spelling. What we are going to do with this list is to check or cross any kind of sentences that we come across in this lesson. We are going to finish the whole list, so keep your eyes on it. Let's start with some videos about the basics of writing. So, before writing a paragraph or before using our list, we are going to learn the basics of writing. The first thing we need to learn is that we always start our sentences with a capital letter. So, when do we use capital letters? Let's watch this video.
Yeah, the road. Don't belong here.
Sorry. Where does a capital letter like me belong?
Capital letter starts a sentence.
Capital letter starts a sentence.
Capital letter is used for a day.
Capital letter is used for a month.
Capital letter is used for a day.
Capital letter is used for a month.
Capital letter is used for a name. The name of a person or the name of a place. The capital letter is used for a name. The name of a person or the name of a place. So now you know to use the capital letter. Just listen to this song and you'll get better.
Okay, so capital letters start any sentence. This is a good information. So we start a capital letter with a sentence. Also, we use it for names of people, person, or a name of a place. Also, the name of the day, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. So we use them for days of the week as well as the months of the year, starting from January and ending at December. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Now that we learned when to use capital letters, then let's go to the next part. So, when you write a sentence, you start with a capital letter and you end with a full stop. Let's watch what happens if we don't use or close the sentence with a full stop or a period.
Capital letter. Full stop. A sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. But what happens if you don't start with a capital letter and end with a full stop? The words don't know when to end and get into a mess.
Okay, so we don't want the words to have an accident. We don't want the words to start and never end. If you don't put a full stop, the words will never end and your story will never finish. So, always start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. We learned now how to start our sentence and how to end our sentence. Let's learn now how to write a good sentence. Okay? So, let's learn how to write a sentence properly.
How to write a sentence. So, what is a sentence? A sentence is a word or group of words which expresses a complete thought.
Okay, so a sentence is a group of words. So when you put words together, they make a sentence, but they have to tell us something. So these words, when we put them together, they tell us something.
A sentence has to include two things: a subject, person, place, or thing, and an action, a doing word. When writing a sentence, there are some important things that you need to remember. The first thing is that sentences always begin with a capital or uppercase letter. The next thing to remember is to use finger spaces between each word, so we know when a word ends and a new one begins.
So when you write a sentence, always put space. If you are writing on a paper, you need to put finger space. So when you put your finger or your pinky, it has to be this space between each two words. But if you are using a computer, please use the space bar.
Let's use this sentence for example. The cat sat down. I can read this sentence because it has finger spaces and I can see each word clearly. What would happen if I took out the finger spaces? That atsa it down. Yeah, that does not make sense. The final thing we need to always remember is to use punctuation at the end of a sentence with a period, question mark, or exclamation mark. We use different punctuation depending on our sentence.
So you don't always need to end your sentence with a period or a full stop. You can end it with a question mark if it was a question, or exclamation mark to show your feelings.
For example, if I'm telling you something like, I'm going to have some lunch, I would use a period. I use a question mark when I'm asking you a question. Would you like to have some lunch? And I use an exclamation mark when I'm expressing a strong or forceful emotion, such as, I am so hungry, I need lunch. Let's practice writing a sentence together now. I'm going to use this image to help us make a sentence. Let's write, the cat is in a hat. Can you say that with me? The cat is in a hat. When writing our sentence, we always start on the left and write across, all the way to the end, and then move on to the next line. What was our first word? The. Okay, so when starting a sentence, do you remember what our first letter needs to be? That's right, a capital letter. Now the is a tricky word, and I know it's T-H-E. So I'm going to write a capital T, then a H and an E. Great work! Now we've written our first word, what do we need to do before the next? That's right, a finger space, so the reader can see that it's a new word to read. Cat. Let's sound it out. K-A-T. Cat. Awesome. The cat is. Is. I always read through what I've written so far so I don't miss words. The cat is in. Great. Now I'm at the end of the line. Where do I go? To the left-hand side of the next line. The cat is in A. Finger space. Hat. Hat. Awesome. Now we've written our sentence. How do we finish? With a period. Super work. We've just written a complete sentence.
Okay, good job, girls. So now you learned that we start with a capital letter, we put spaces between the words, and then we finish with a full stop or question mark or exclamation mark according to the sentence that you wrote. Now, we learned how to start our sentence, how to end it, how to use capital letters, and how to write a sentence. Now, in case we wanted to write a paragraph, which is a group of sentences, we need to learn how to start sentences. Sometimes you have an idea, but you really don't want all your sentences to look the same. So in this video, we want to learn how to start sentences with great ideas. So in this video, it will be like an idea bank for you. You can check it out and then use some of those ideas for your next paragraph.
Do you get stressed when you have to write? You don't know where to start? Your sentences always sound the same. Writing is terrifying. Here are 6 ways to start a sentence. 1. The subject. One of the best ways to start a sentence is to put the subject first and the verb second. The subject of a sentence is the person, place, thing, or idea. It has to be followed by a verb, a word that tells you what the subject is doing. I cooked spaghetti. The dog ran home. John read a book. Number 2. Explaining where or when something happens. You can start a sentence with words that tell you where something is happening. On the beach, there was a shipwreck. Or it could be beside the beach, by the beach, near the beach. You can also start a sentence with words that tell you when something is happening. After school, we played computer games. Or it could be before school. Don't forget to use a comma. Number 3. Asking a question. Have you ever thought of starting a sentence with a question? A question makes the reader think. Which songs do you like best? Who is the richest person in the world? Make sure you answer your question in the next sentence. Have you brushed your teeth today? Forgetting to brush your teeth leads to bad breath and tooth decay. 4. An ing phrase. You can start a sentence with an action ending in ing. Looking at the clock, she realized she was going to be late. Sitting on the beach, I watched the sun set over the ocean. Running home quickly, she got soaked in the pouring rain. Or you can use a doing word ending with ed. Frightened by the loud fireworks, the dog hid under the table. Excited about her birthday, she woke up very early. If you do start with ing or ed words, don't forget to use a comma before you complete the sentence. 6 ly words. Finally, the last way to start a sentence is using an ly word. Carefully, she tiptoed past the sleeping monster. Hungrily, the dog chewed the bone. These ly words also need a comma before you write the rest of the sentence. Well, now you know 6 different ways to start a sentence. Before you start writing, add them to your plan to remind you to use them, and you'll find that writing isn't so scary after all.
Okay, very good. So now you've got some ideas on how to start your sentences with great ideas. Now that we learned all about sentences and how to start them, how to end them, and when to use capital letters, let's now learn how to write a paragraph. This video will be in 2 parts. Part 1, we are going to talk on how to write a paragraph from scratch on a certain topic. In the video, they will talk about some topics that you know, and they will tell you how to make an idea of the paragraph. And then in the second part, we are going to learn how to form the whole paragraph all together. Ready? Let's start.
Hi everyone and welcome to my class. In this video, you will learn how to write a paragraph. Well, if you know how to write a sentence, then you will definitely write a paragraph because it's a group of sentences that are related to one main idea and are connected to each other. So, are you ready? Let's get started. A paragraph should have at least 5 sentences, 1 topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 concluding sentence. The first step is to brainstorm your ideas in order to write a good paragraph. Write the general topic or the main idea. This is what your paragraph will be about. For example, friends, why people lie, celebrities, playing outside. Now use the main.
All of those are just topics for examples, okay? Playing outside, friends, why people lie, and celebrities.
Idea to create the topic sentence. The topic sentence typically identifies the main idea. It tells the reader what you will be discussing in the paragraph. Good friends are very important in our lives. People lie for several reasons. Being a celebrity can be difficult. Playing outside has many benefits.
Now, girls, those are all a main idea sentence. You start with a main idea sentence that is related to our topic. So this will be like the first bun in our burger, okay?
You have to write the supporting sentences. These are the sentences that give more information about the topic sentence. Every sentence should support the topic sentence. It should provide further details or ideas. And if any sentence cannot be related to the topic sentence, just exclude it. Playing outside has many benefits. Well, it gives you sun exposure. Active games get you moving and benefit your physical health. Playing or running around can help relieve build-up stress and frustration. A concluding sentence signals the end of a paragraph by...
So before this last part, so when you write your supporting sentences, those are the sentences between the bun, the first bun in the burger, and the last bun. So those supporting sentences are related to the main sentence and they are part of it. Okay, so in here we spoke about how playing outside is very good for you. So it gives you sun exposure, that's number one. Active games get you moving, that's number two. And playing or running around can help you relieve and build up stress and frustration. So those are the supporting sentences. So we need 3 of them. And we had the first main idea sentence. So we have now 4 sentences. To make a 5th sentence, we are going to write a concluding sentence.
Around can help relieve build-up stress and frustration. A concluding sentence signals the end of a paragraph by restating the topic sentence and summarizing the main points. And remember, do not add any new details in the concluding sentence. And you can always end your paragraph with a personal connection like your opinion or feelings. This is my concluding sentence. Playing outdoors makes you happier. Or, anyone can benefit from outdoor activity.
So when you write your concluding sentence, your last sentence of the paragraph, the last bun in your burger, you have to make sure that this sentence is related to the main idea and related to the rest of the 3 supporting sentences. So in here it says anyone can benefit from outdoor activity, or playing outdoor makes us happier. So those shows your feelings or your opinion about this topic. Okay, so that's part 1. We just brainstormed, we just learned what are we going to write about. Now we are going to make our paragraph.
Now it is the second step. You have to write the first draft. Leave an indent. Indents are moving the first line of a paragraph to the right and creating a space. A paragraph typically starts with a topic sentence, and the rest of the paragraph provides details to support and develop the topic sentence. So you're going to write the supporting sentences. Link each sentence with transition words. Transition words form a bridge between the sentences. So I'm going to use here first, second, and lastly. You can use examples or facts to support your topic sentence.
Okay, this part is not important. You can do it and you don't have to do it. But if you do it, it will give your paragraph more strong sentences.
Use anything that is relevant. For example, playing outside gives you sun exposure, which is proven to cure. Playing active games, such as basketball. And now you can start your concluding sentence with words like finally, in conclusion, to summarize, in summary, as a result.
So all those are examples of when you want to end your paragraph with a sentence. It should start with finally, in conclusion, to summarize, in summary, or as a result. So if you use one of those, it will show that we are at the last sentence of your paragraph.
The third step is to edit your paragraph. Look for any grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes. Make sure you capitalized all proper nouns and that you started your sentence with capital letters and ended them with the right punctuation mark.
Okay, so that was the checklist which we are going to use, our checklist. Okay, now let's see the whole paragraph all together.
And the last step is to write your paragraph.
Okay, so when you write your paragraph, always make sure to have a space in the beginning. Then you will write with a capital letter, a full stop, use the connectors, the red words, and you can add more information which are in green. Great job, girls. We learned now how to write a paragraph. Now, the things we learned in writing a paragraph is using capital letters, word spaces, full stops, and we learned how to write a paragraph. We are going now in our practice cover the graphic organizer, number of sentences, grammar, and spelling. Are you ready? Let's go! So, let's practice writing a paragraph. Don't forget, always use your punctuation marks. So, in this practice, we are going to talk about the topic. The topic is traveling. In here, we have something called a graphic organizer. A graphic organizer is an organizer that organizes your ideas. So you can answer the questions in here, and those answers will make our sentences. Always read the topic, which is traveling, and read the question. It says here, write a paragraph of 5 sentences using the graphic organizer and the word list and you can use the word list for help. Sometimes you will see a word list. You can use them to help you with the graphic organizer, and then you can use all this to help you write your paragraph. So this one I will do with you, and the other one you are going to do by yourself. So let's start. First question is, where you travel to? So I will type my answer, London. Okay, just write a simple 1 or 3 words answer. Don't write a full sentence, because in here in the graphic organizer, you just want to organize your ideas. You just want to take an idea of what you are going to write in your paragraph. So, what you took in your bag? What did I take? Let's write clothes. Okay, and you can see here are some words to help you. Question 3. What you wore for the airport? Well, for me, I wore abaya and hijab. Question 4. What you ate at the airplane? I ate delicious food, but let me try to remember. Yes, I remember now. I ate spaghetti. Now, the last question will be, what you did in the country you go to? What did I do? Well, swimming. Okay, or I went swimming, I swam. Okay. Now, we have our graphic organizer. It is filled with ideas, and we have our questions. Let's start writing our paragraph. So in here, we are going to write our paragraph with the help of the graphic organizer and the words in here. So remember, when we start writing a sentence, what do? We start with a capital letter. So in here, where you traveled to? London. Last year, I traveled to London. What do I do when I finish a sentence? I add a full stop. Then, since you are going to write your answer in an electronic form, please use the space after your full stop. Now, let's check question 2. Don't press enter. If you press enter, that means you are writing sentences but not a paragraph. It has to be all together like one big building. Now, what you took in your bag? Clothes. First, I took my clothes in my bag. Full stop. Question 3. What you wore for the airport? Abaya and hijab. Then I wore abaya and hijab for the airport. Full stop. Okay. Next, it says here, what you ate at the airplane? Spaghetti. I ate spaghetti. Okay, when you see a red line, girls, you have to correct the word. Okay, spaghetti. Okay. Okay, I will change it to pasta because the spelling is not correct. Pasta. I ate pasta as my airplane meal. Okay. Finally, this is my last sentence. Finally, I went swimming at the beach in London. Period. So this is all my paragraph. I just wrote it. I used connectors, which are the words in green. Okay. I used punctuation marks like the comma. Let's check it in here. Yeah. I used connectors in green. I used commas and full stops. I started all my sentences with capital letters, and when I needed to write the name of a country or a place, I wrote it in a capital letter, like the word London. So this is my practice on how to write a paragraph. Now, girls, don't forget you have your graphic organizer. So did we use capital letters? Yes, we did. Did we use spaces between the words? Yes, we did. Did we use full stops? Yes, we did. Did we use proper grammar? Yes. Spelling? Yes. Did we fill out a graphic organizer? Yes, we did. And did we use did we check the number of sentences? To check the number of sentences, just check how many full stops do you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I wrote 5 sentences just as they asked. So the number of sentences, yes, check. And did we write a full paragraph? Yes, we did. So we did all the checklist in here. Okay, good job. Thank you everyone for your participation in the practice. Now I will ask you to write a homework for yourself. This will be your homework. You are going to write 5 sentences using the graphic organizer. It will be sent to you in Teams. What I want you to do, use the words in here in the words bank or with the words list, and use them here with the graphic organizer to fill it up then write a paragraph. Don't forget all the information I told you in your checklist. Thank you everyone for participating today. I had so much fun teaching you, and we will see each other soon. Bye bye.